because now I want to talk about Zombie U.
Okay, what the heck is that?
Oh my gosh, that is the most funnest game ever. Not the most funnest game ever. Okay, you're going to have to do
the most funnest game right now.
The Wii U. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, nothing's going to be Last of Us for us, of course, but
oh my gosh.
Zombie U for the Wii U. Who still plays Wii U besides us? I don't know, but
you know what? I've found out something really disturbing.
What's that?
Well, when I'm online and sometimes, you get where I guess if you're a video game person, you'd have to be a ding dong to not know what a Wii U is. Mm-hmm. But I am amazed at how many people are like, what's the difference between a Wii and a Wii U? What is a Wii U? So what did Nintendo do wrong there?
I don't know. They didn't support I got this game for like $8 from GameStop.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's an older game, not that old, but it's awesome because it uses the controller, the control pad, which has a screen on it so you can play separate from the TV and stuff. It incorporates that into the game. I'm trying to bend over backwards or look right behind me using that controller in the game, but in the gameplay it makes sense. It's
yes.
London has fallen to zombies and you're in there trying to survive. And I tell you what the most freaking disturbing thing about this game is having to shoot yourself in the face. I better explain that because that sounds weird.
Yes.
It's the gameplay, and for me, this was new and unique. And for people that are probably into games all the time, this is probably just stupid and old stuff. But in this game, the game continues on with new characters each time you die. You don't just die and hit the reset button or just go back to your last saved place.
Yeah.
You wind up as a new character. You pick up and you save your progress from where you were, but now it's a new character. And when you return to the area where you just died, because that's what happens. You have to complete the mission in this particular order, at least in this form of this portion of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You will encounter your previous self, that is the character you were just playing, as a zombie. They've now become infected, and now you have to put them down because now they're trying to take out the new character, which is you. And I was really bummed when that happened.
Yeah, it was
the first time
awful.
It wasn't so bad. The second time, after I'd gotten a little ways in the game, I'd maybe spent half an hour or 45 minutes with this character.
Yeah.
And then I died, and then I had to shoot myself in the face as a woman, anyhow, it was just awful. It was terrible.
Yeah.
That added a whole new psychological element to it.
Yeah. And it's interesting because each character is so different than the last.
Very different.
They're young, they're old, they're male, they're female, they're white, they're black, they're brown, they're bald, they've got a lot of hair, they have a beard, they're clean shaven, they're a woman in a skirt.
It's a variety, and it's a really cool game. So if anybody else besides us missed this or still has a Wii U, definitely worth checking out. And like I said, I got a GameStop for like $8.
Yeah, you could get it for super cheap.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up our garbage in, garbage out for now.
All right.
All right. So Crawling Chaos, I did promise you that. It will return, or rather bring us full circle, or bring us back to the movie The Quiet Ones. So I'm not sure. You asked me if this was going to be a spoiler. I said earlier that this is truth being stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
So a couple of things about this. This is loosely, The Quiet Ones was loosely based on what's called the Philip experiment. And it was conducted in 1972 as a parapsychology experiment that was conducted in Toronto.
Wait. So that's the real...
the real thing that this was based on.
Okay, so 1972.
1972, uh-huh.
Okay, because see, a lot of the outfits and things were still kind of screaming 60s, but there must have been some residual. It was kind of that shift between leaving the 60s and entering the 70s, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was confused. They had some great 1960s clothes going on in there.
Toronto, Ontario is where this was set.
Oh.
And... I guess I want to read this next line, but it will give away a spoiler. But I think the fact that this was conducted by a mathematician who was the main psychologist that was the main guy here, and the other
wait, he was a mathematician in real life?
Right, but a psychologist also.
Okay.
He had a former chairperson. His wife was a former chairperson for Mensa.
Right.
So these are highly intelligent people.
Well, and actually, what did I find out as I was working my way through all my psychology, especially my senior seminar classes? You have to be a mathematician.
You do.
Because stats, research and stats become a very large part of your life.
Right.
I needed to be a mathematician, which math is my worst subject, so boy, did I have a hard time.
We got you through it, though.
Yes, we did.
So it's interesting that their goal of this experiment was very different than what was portrayed in the movie. So it's one of those things where, like saying the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based on a true story.
Right.
Okay, that was taking like sections from Ed Gein and stuff. So the same thing could be said of Silence of the Lambs. Okay, it was kind of based on a true story, but they're just drawing ideas and then spinning this web around them, which makes entertainment, which is great.
Right.
But a lot of people, they hear based on a true story and they think they're watching a documentary or it's factual.
Right. Right.
I'm not going to say any more about this, but I would say look up, even check out Wikipedia or wherever you can find it. Put in the Philip experiment and see what you get and see what was actually going there. So that way, if people want to go to, if they want to watch the movie first.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so if they go there and research that or read about it,
that's
not
watch the movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Don't do it. Maybe you want to do it first. I mean, if that's okay, if you don't mind it being spoiled.
Is it different? Okay, so it's not different.
Very different. No, it's very. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, it is different. It would spoil it, I think.
Okay.
There is a couple of twists in there. There's some arguably shocking reveal. It wasn't shocking to us, but I mean,
shocking.
There were some reveals and stuff in the movie, so this would maybe spoil that for you. Or maybe you wouldn't even draw the parallels between the two. I don't know.
You know what? And I've been meeting more and more people who like spoilers.
Yeah, weird, huh?
So that is weird. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I think that's the show. I think we killed it.
I think we did.
All right. Well, as always, and I've said this before, so it's just going to be a repeat, you can get in contact with us directly by emailing me at madsaxon, MADSAXXON @yahoo.com. Look us up on Facebook, VICISINTERIMO. Put that into your search engine. You can find us on Podomatic. You can find our notes there. You can now, give us $1 a month if you want to, whatever. We have 5 different levels on Patreon. I promise not to beat you over the head with it. Well, not very hard anyhow. But we've done this for like 7 years. We don't plan on quitting anytime soon.
You don't have to do it every month.
Probably, maybe not. We'll see. But
we'll see. Nobody's going to even go there, right?
I realize that, but at least go there and be entertained by the levels of rewards that we're offering.
Go read about the lame things you'll get.
That should be funny, if nothing else. At any rate, thanks for listening.
Yeah.